Hello there, à chacun sa chance. Hey ha, hey ha, hey ha. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Besem Oben, and today I will be talking to you about the cost of the process to study in the USA. Like I told you, this is the best time because Cameroon is moving into the technological era, and we need you to go study in the USA and bring us the technology, the know-how, and be the first and the best in your field. So how much does it cost? It depends on a lot of factors. Now, I want to tell you that my colleagues, I do have a colleague who charges 3.5 million to do you the whole process to the visa interview. You're on your own after the visa interview. 3.5 million, and you pay the money cash before he starts. Now, for me, I do it on a case-by-case basis because I really want to be the one who put 100 Cameroonians in the USA. Not everybody doing nursing, but in the different domains that will come back and strengthen our economy. So, who will be the cheapest on my list? If you have a degree from the University of Boya, yay! It's pretty simple because Boya uses the same grading system as the US. You typically don't need to do any evaluation. If you have a B plus upwards, you have a 3 GPA, 3.5, 3.3. It's so easy to do your admission that it doesn't cost you much. But here's how I do it to simplify the process. I break it down into 3 steps. The first step is getting into my consulting book. So 100,000 francs will open you a file. 100,000 francs, just 100,000. I'll open a file for you. I will not stop until you get what you want, unless you change your mind, of course. And I do your coaching to be able to make sure that we identify the best program for you, something that matches your skills and your learning and your dreams, especially your dreams. And I help you see the return on investment. This is very key. Now, some people will come to me and say, oh, I want to do nursing. And I'm like, excuse me. If you go for a degree in nursing, everybody knows you're not coming back. Okay, because what are you going to come back to? 5,000 francs salary, 10,000 francs salary? Who spends 50,000 to come for 10,000 francs salary? Who spends $50,000 and 2 years to come for 10,000 francs salary? When you come, you will not even be able to practice in Cameroon because we don't use all the machines and procedures that you will be learning. So this gives you an idea of when I will say, no, it's not possible. So if I have to do your coaching, all that goes into the 100,000. I get my experts to do a school search because with my experts, they are able to call the universities and make sure that you qualify, you can get in, and you can qualify for a scholarship. And then we give you an Excel sheet of 4 universities from which to choose 2. So that's the first step. Now, some people have friends in the USA and family who want to do the admission for them. And so after this first step of 100,000, they're like, I'm good. I have someone who can continue the process for me. And that makes it very cheap. But if you do ask me to continue the process for you, then I break it down into the next step, which is getting you an admission letter. There's so many fees that come into play depending on your level, your university, and your background. If you have an HND before getting a first degree, most universities will want that HND evaluated because unfortunately, many so-called higher institutes in Cameroon are registered as vocational colleges. And a vocational college in the US is the level of high school. So you might be getting an HND and they are giving you the impression that it's university level, but when you'll be evaluated in the US, you'll be put at high school level. Okay, so they will always want that evaluation, and that evaluation will cost you $200 to $300. And then you have application fees. So in order to maximize your chances, we have to apply to at least 2 universities. And this comes with application fees. Typically, international student application fees at the master's level are between $70 to $100. Multiply that by 2, you have another $200 going for you. Now, you do have to show English proficiency, and COVID has really helped. Before, you had to take TOEFL, you had to wait for the paper test date because Cameroon did not have computer testing for TOEFL, and this made it really, really difficult. But now you can do Duolingo. It's an English proficiency test right from the comfort of your home. All you need is a good laptop with a webcam, and it costs $69. Okay. What other costs go into this? Let me think. You see, you're about there. So if I put all of this together, you might be spending excuse me, $500 just on fees alone. Now, $500 will be your equivalent of 300,000. Okay, and now let's imagine a school says after your admission file is complete, we take 2 weeks to give you a response. Another school will say 1 month. Another school will say we give you a response in January. Another school will say in March. Another school will say in April. And all this time you have to wait. And there is a lot of back and forth communication with the school. They want to know you. They want you to talk to an admissions counselor, to ask your questions. They want to help you out, to give you, to make sure you have the strongest academic statement possible. And this process could take anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 months, to 5 months, to 6 months. Now, I charge you my service fee based on the time it takes you. If you show up right now and say, hey, I want to go in August, there are still schools that are available. Now, COVID has done that. Before, schools used to be strict on the deadline, but many universities have turned into what we call rolling admissions, which means they will take your file at any time and give you admission on a space available basis. So if right now you're watching this video and you do want me to get you an admission letter, just write out in the comments below and I will get back. I'll get out to you. I'll reach out to you. So that's the first step, getting your admission letter. And so I would charge you anywhere from 500,000 francs CFA to 700,000 francs CNA, depending on the difficulty that I would have to go through to get you what you need. Okay. I could also just charge you only 300,000. Maybe if you are applying to a community college, community colleges tend to have less demands, and so they're much cheaper on the fees. So the way in which I work is that I give you an invoice. I want you to see where your money is going. I want you to see it step by step with me. I don't give you a global sum. It's case by case. The second step is getting your I-20. So when you get your admission letter, schools will then ask you for your financial documents. You have to provide a sponsor. Stay tuned for the next video because we will be talking about the sponsor. Now, after your admission letter, you can decide that you don't want me anymore, and you can do it from here. It's pretty straightforward. Some YouTube videos will show you the way. But if you decide that you want me to take you all the way, then we'll have another invoice. Thank you for listening. Remember, if you want me to be your consultant, send me 100,000 francs. Send me your CV, send me your transcript, send me an essay on what you want to study, and I will do you the coaching. We will identify the right programs. I'll do you the school search and give you school results, and we will be ready to roll. Thank you. Subscribe so you get all the videos and all the information.